All right, let's start with the big question. How does this slab of glass know the difference between our majestic human fingers and, say, trying to use it while wearing gloves? We tap, we swipe, and we smash our greasy little meat sticks against the glass, expecting it to obey. And somehow, it works. But the biggest myth is that our phone senses pressure or heat. If it worked on pressure, our cheek would accidentally dial our X during a meeting, and if it worked on heat, it would unlock every time it got warm in our pocket. But because it doesn't have pressure or heat sensors, thankfully, it doesn't do either. It actually cares that we are electrically weird. Here is the deal. It's all about electricity. Specifically, the electricity we are made of. We're not going to lie, we are basically big bags of conductive salt water walking around pretending to be people. We are unruly meat batteries prone to needing snacks. Under that glass, there's a grid of tiny invisible wires. Think of it like a metal spider web buried under the screen. This grid is constantly holding a small electric charge and creating an invisible electrostatic field. It's like a calm energy field, just minding its own business. But then, our squishy, conductive finger shows up. When we get close, we don't just press the glass, we disrupt that electric field. Because our bodies conduct electricity, we steal a tiny bit of charge from the screen. We act like a ground wire. It's like a celebrity walking into a quiet library. We disrupt the whole vibe. The phone's processor notices the change, identifies it as a finger, and registers the touch at coordinates X and Y. And boom, it opens Instagram. This system is called Capacitive Touch, and it explains why we become ghosts to our own devices sometimes. Ever tried to use your phone with gloves? Nothing. Wool and leather are insulators. They block electricity. So when we wear gloves, we put a tiny force field around our fingers. The screen can't sense our electric soul through it. We can tap as hard as we want, but the charge never transfers. To the phone, we don't exist. The same goes for our nails. Nails are made of dead keratin. We can tap like a stressed-out woodpecker until the end of time, but the phone just stares blankly because no charge is moving. But this also explains why weird things do work. A banana works. Bananas are full of potassium and water, so they conduct electricity. A sausage works perfectly. It's basically a meat finger. A cat's paw? Yep, works perfectly. So, we aren't controlling our phones with magic or force. We are controlling them by leaking electricity. This technology is actually pretty smart. It uses mutual capacitance, which means the grid can detect multiple points at once. That's why we can do pinch to zoom and all those multi-touch gestures. But it has flaws. Have we ever tried to use our phone in the rain? It freaks out. The screen starts clicking things we didn't touch. That's because water conducts electricity too. When a raindrop hits the screen, the phone thinks, oh, a tiny, very wet figure just touched me here. And sometimes, when we tap fast and it doesn't register, the problem isn't the screen, it's us. Sometimes we lift our finger microseconds too early because our brain is buffering like old Wi-Fi. So, to wrap this up, our phone doesn't know it's us because of pressure or heat. It knows because we are a salty, conductive organism disrupting an electric field just by existing near it. It's a tiny electric handshake between us and a slab of glass.
All right, that's it for today. Hopefully you learned something new. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want to see more stuff like this, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.